Welcome to the Enneagram Point 5, the most hidden, the most secret, the most special point of the whole Enneagram.
So the Enneagram type 5's essence is peace. So, but how to get there? So we will talk about the passion, which is avarice, and the path to that is non-attachment.
So this is really the most secret and the most hidden point of the Enneagram. This is also the only type which is a nonconformist point. All the other points go to the conformist side, like the 7 goes into the 1, the 8 goes into the 2, the 6 goes into the 3, 5 doesn't go. They are really nonconformist. And on the other hand side, they have no defense against the outside world. And that's why they totally withdraw. See this withdraw also in, for example, their voice. They have a certain tone of voice. Most of them have a nasal voice tone like Bob Dylan. They are wearing glasses, having mustaches and beards. And usually they have no emotion in their face. So they really wear their face as a mask, and you cannot see any emotion in them. Franz Kafka, by the way, was a 5 fixation. Einstein is a 5 fixation. So they have really a special mind also. Mind which is woven in a certain way of, the 6 fixation has this mind, they like structure. They want, this is right, this is wrong. And for the 5 fixation, it's all gray. Everything is possible. And they are also great storytellers, since they have this internal woven universe in their mind of images and pictures where everything can happen. And also they have a love for vocabulary. They are quite articulate, and they are good storytellers. They are authors and poets, and
that they are also the best actors and actresses, because they can really go into they have very fine feelings actually. So you think that they don't have any emotions, but they are actually so sensitive. They are so sensitive, and they can be so fine with, for example, with food. They can be very good chefs, really chef cooks, and really go into the tastes and enjoying it. We were also observing this in our yoga teacher. We had the best yoga teacher ever here a few years ago, a woman who was definitely a 5 fixation. She was so nicely explaining everything in details, and you could feel it. So they can be really so fine.
She was really telling us which muscle is moving in which direction, that you at the end have the perfect position. It's really an art in teaching something also.
5 fixation who is hiding. And so she just kept, which was good for us, of course, she kept this yoga class for maximum 6 people or 7. And she was really coming to us. We were doing Iyengar yoga, which is very detailed. And she was coming to us and, correcting us.
Trap is called isolation. So this is, we already heard, they are hiding. So the trap is really isolation. And what does this mean? This means they are here with us. They are not really here, but they pretend to be here. So they are the fly on the wall looking at us. being in a conversation without being in a conversation, somehow like
observing,
like gathering information about us. They are somewhere in the corner looking at everything, checking everything out. They see everything, they hear everything, they hear 2 or 3 conversations at the same time. It's really like they are collecting, gathering this information about the different species. That's how you can imagine it.
Yeah.
They are too shy to enter the room really and be part of the conversation, be part of the game. So they hide and listen and
so this is their way of
pretend to be there, pretend to be in the thing.
So this is their way of avoiding the present, because as we could see in each Enneagram type, there is the point how they avoid the present moment. And as we could see in the 7th fixation, it was like this jumping off, going forward, doing everything and being positive. That's how they avoid the present moment and possibly the pain and the emotions. And the 5 fixation is avoiding it by just, keeping himself out of the whole thing and just observing everything.
Yeah, and collecting information. It's a very mental thing. And this withdrawal, this isolation is called observer. So they really observe everything. And this last person was talking about not leaving the house. When he is leaving the house, there is so much overwhelming. It's too much. You have to imagine that these people can sense all the looks when they are outside. When someone is looking at them, this is an attack.
Oh, yes.
They feel this as an attack when someone is just looking at them. So that's the reason why many of them really stay at home or try to stay at home as much as possible and don't leave their.
Have you already said this image that they are like naked walking through a cactus field?
Yeah, this is what they can.
This is how they feel.
The idealization of the 5 fixation is I know. So this is all about this gathering information, knowledge, reading books. They love books. Don't touch their books. They have hundreds of them. Some of them have really hundreds of them. They have rooms full of books. They know all the places where they are and where they're standing. They love them. And this really creates avarice. So this is my information. These are my books. Don't touch them. And whereas this avarice can also show up in other things like time. They don't give you much time. Maybe a little bit, but then you have to go and leave. They don't like to share their things. They don't like to show their flat or their house. So very rarely that you can meet the 5 fixation at their place, usually somewhere else.
Oh, yes. But it's a very, very good sign when they invite you to their homes. That means that, they have some trust. That's
that means a lot.
They express their love with that. Or actually they express their love with giving things. So then we flip to the other side when they are very generous, because they cannot say I love you and be emotional. But for example, in my it's in the book as well, or as also Eli talks about it. But I actually really experienced it in that way with my father, that he didn't tell me anything, but he asked me, is everything all right with your bike? Shall I repair it? So then they come in with this. How can I help? With my knowledge, or with my yeah. And what we always say at the end. So what is I know that I am an type 5. So what is the way? Yeah, as you said, that the holy path is the non-attachment, which is true non-attachment is non-attachment from the mind and from all its ideas and thoughts. That I am this somebody that knows. And so there is the possibility to stop, to feel the fear of being in the world,
being seen.
But
it was one of the most touching,
so
moments to see the courage of someone total afraid, total naked on stage, but still the love is stronger, and this trust is stronger, and this willingness to open is strong, because they know that they are living in a cage, that they are this hiding is actually they are locking themselves up, and they know this. And what they want to avoid is this emptiness. And the emptiness is also avoided by knowledge, gathering knowledge. So when they finally are willing to stop and to give up the knowing, they can meet emptiness and fall through.